Hey everybody, thanks for waiting patiently for videos and myself period. Um, I explained in a earlier post that I had gone to work in a weld shop that um, just was not, it just did not work out. And a combination of some medical issues and boss issues. And then um, I have a side gig starting, but I'm learning it. But I'm able to work whenever I can, so I can still put all my focus into training clients and helping expand Humanifort and all our products and do videos with testimonials and pros and you name it. I'm still, I'm going to be able to do more and more of that now. For a couple weeks, I was doing TMS therapy. I still am, I should say. I have a couple, maybe 3 weeks left. But the first couple of weeks, it would tap you out to the point that it's a magnet that actually hits the spot on your brain, and it's for like depression, anxiety. And I had been on that medication that I posted on Facebook for years and years, and all the problems with heart issues and stuff with it. And I could never come off of it. The stuff is one of the hardest things to come off of out there. I would come down to the very minimal dose, but if I would try to even cut that in half for a while and come off, it just did not. It was sucked. So I got down as far as I could on that, and then titrated over to the lowest dose of Prozac, so I didn't end up with like the brain zaps and things like that. But then I started the TMS therapy, and um, it's like transcranial magnetic stimulation, I think is what it's actually called. And at first, I didn't really notice much. I actually felt more stimulated after a session, but then by 10 or 11 in the morning, I would just hit a wall. And sometimes by 2 in the afternoon, I'd have to go to bed. And um, I would only get up and eat because Brandy was concerned about eating. So I would, make something or whatever and eat, and then just watch TV with her for as long as I could, and then pass out. Literally, there was the first, I remember one weekend, um, I even missed church because I couldn't function. I just slept. I slept all night, all day, and like all night again. But then what I found out is that means I'm a high responder. People that get that hard of a hit are high responders, which is good because not everybody responds to it. And then I'm combining it with Humanifort, which helps with neuroplasticity and balancing neurons. So the two together have helped me a ton. Um, I tapered down almost 100% off antidepressants now. Um, then anxiety medications I have cut in half. No, 70%. I took 70% off. And then the Suboxone that I was taking for pain, I went from 24 milligrams to 8 milligrams a day. And I'm just going to hold that there because I still have some pain, but I want to get off everything else 100% first. And then once all that's kicked, I'll see if I can maybe get away with even half the dose of the Suboxone, like a 4 milligrams a day. Maybe that would help enough with the pain that, if that helped with enough with the pain to get by, I wouldn't be too horrible against that, because 4 milligrams wouldn't be that hard to come off of. You could easily go somewhere for a couple weeks and be on phenobarbital for a couple weeks and walk away from it and be pretty well off. But anyhow, I'm getting ready to work out, and just wanted to tell everybody that. I know it was a lot of pausing and things like that because I didn't pre-write something down in order to talk. I just wanted to talk to everybody, and I'm coming back with vengeance on this. And like the whole last year, everybody knows, with the quadruple bypass and the couple stents of pneumonia in the hospital and the 3 months of restriction altogether and everything else going on and moving, you name it, I pretty much lost a year. And then about a month ago or 2 months ago, I lost about a month, and I've decided to try to get back into basically like close to stage shape, probably what people would consider like 4 or 5 weeks outlook, and put on as much muscle as I can. So far I've bumped my Humanifort up to 5 a day. 2 in the morning, 2 at night, 1 midday after I work out. I've had to force myself to drive up the protein. I was lacking in that. And then the TRT I'm just leaving at the maintenance dose of 70 milligrams a week, the 10 milligrams a day. I'm keeping it right there for as long as I can get gains. As long as I'm still gaining, I'll just leave it right there. But I'm going to use pretty much all variable resistance training. And sometimes I'll show people when I use some weights, for example. Some naturally have some variable resistance to them, or you can add bands to things, or have people load negatives, things like that. So I'm going to have examples of Delsic style training, Jaquish style training, because my X3 goes with me everywhere, and I can pair it all together and get not only a lot of experience, but get the most out of every set that I can do. And that's crucial. I want to get everything I can out of every set. And the body issues I've had are getting better. Went through another hard phase for a while, but the hips broke loose more, and then I was wobbly and walking into walls and stuff because I wasn't used to the hips having to stabilize so much again. But I'm here and I'm pushing through it, and I'm doing it, guys. Just stay tuned. You'll see it. All right. Today wearing one of my Team Waz shirts. Now, before the workout, 5 raw eggs. I'm gonna have some of the Good Culture cottage cheese. and some leftover pineapple chunks from last night. And that will be my pre-workout, other than just a little bit of caffeine, and that's it. But great news with the heart. I was concerned about heart, like blood pressure, things like that. In the middle of my workout yesterday, I even went, and they have one of those professional cuffs there, and my blood pressure was 89/69, and I had tapered off the beta blockers and cut the blood pressure meds in half, and there's one other, and other medications I can just quit taking altogether. The only one that I'm actually taking is a little bit of a blood thinner, so I don't get any clotting, or the grafts aren't as strong as original arteries. So the blood thinners, I'm just staying on a small dose of those, but otherwise I'm gonna be off of everything else. And thank you much for listening to this. Have a great rest of your night. Bye bye.